I would describe the campus house as really just a home. You walk in and there's always somebody here. I don't care what time it is, and everyone's always so happy, and just it brightens your day to come in those doors.
I think people should come to the campus house because it provides community. We need that sense of community, and the campus house can provide that because it's set up like a church.
We do everything the church does in the real world. The purpose of that is to prepare students to be in a church, and the fact that we are the church. And so there's no reason not to act like what we are and to be everything that the presence of God is in the real world. That's what we are to this campus.
I would say the mission to the campus house is twofold. First off, we want to provide a place where Christians who come to this campus can worship and can gather together and can learn about God and be challenged and just have fun. I would also say the other side of that is that we want to provide a place where non-Christians can come and can be challenged and can ask questions and can dig through deep and difficult issues to find the answers that they're looking for.
We also want to be a place where we help students reflect and think about their calling and what God is calling them to do and be, and that as they pursue their education, that they will see that Christ calls them to live out their faith in living out their profession, and that their calling and professional life is a ministry as well, and kind of have a holistic view of that.
I think the campus house is a great ministry on this campus because, it's a huge campus of over 18,000 people, and it's definitely, a secular campus, and it's really hard to find a place to belong.
We're just a step away from most of the dorms, and so students who may not have a car or may not be able to go to church somewhere in town have a place where they can come and be encouraged and challenged and see their fellow students walking with Christ as well. And then after they're encouraged, they're challenged to go out and be a light on the campus.
One of the things that's really exciting for us to do is to be able to see students who come in at a certain level in their walk with God and their spiritual maturity, and see them begin to grow and mature and begin thinking about some new ways, maybe fresh ways that God's calling them to live out their faith.
Campus house really is the center of my Ball State experience. It's just home to me in every single way. This is where I'm most comfortable. This is where I'm most loved. This is where I can come anytime, and I know that I'm accepted. And I know that there are people who care about me, and there are people who are praying for me, and there are people who are open to my problems and who are going to help me and talk to me. That's what we do for people.
I've seen students, American students here who have been involved in the campus house who have been challenged by a Bible study or by a missions trip or by an event or by a sermon. And I've seen students who decided to go into ministry because of some of the things they've seen here. I have seen students who have recognized who God is in their lives because of that. I've seen international students who ask questions about who Jesus is, what this Bible is about, what communion is about.
I've definitely seen the campus house make an impact, especially with our outreach programs. We pass out hot chocolate and cookies, and people always ask us what we're doing and why we're doing it.
It's a really good witness whenever we get to pass out free hot dogs to the students before the football games while they're tailgating, and they do remember us and they say, "You guys are the ones that are passing out those hot dogs," and we can say, "Yeah," and that gives us an opportunity to start conversations and get them introduced to who we are and what we are all about.
With everything we do, we just try and be open to people and be different and show them something different.
The campus house has definitely helped me in my walk. Before the campus house, I was I'd say a complacent Christian. I went to church every Sunday, but I didn't do anything else. And since I've been here, I've gotten really involved, even beyond these walls though, just to be out doing outreach programs and talking to people and encouraging people to come.
Some of the things that we do on a regular basis at the campus house are a Sunday morning worship service, and that service is led by students and is primarily designed for students. It's also staff supported.
Sunday mornings are very much based around community. This is the time for everyone to get together and interact and just to meet each other and check up and see what's going on in each other's lives.
During a typical service, we'll have 15 to 20 minutes of music. We'll have a message that's anywhere between 20 minutes and 40 minutes long, depending on who's speaking. We have time for communion. We also collect an offering, which goes to support various ministries that we support, but mostly goes back into the student fund here at the campus house.
Sundays are very much about teaching and what we can be taught by the ministers and what God speaks through them. And Bible studies are about us dealing with the Word ourselves and the students really digging into what God's saying to us through the Scriptures.
Bible studies are a lot of fun. We have them on Wednesday, Thursday nights. It's a really great chance, number one, I think, just to get to know individuals. And we get to, really dig a little deeper into God and what He's saying.
Every semester we have anywhere from 4 to 7 or 8 Bible studies that are led by staff and student leaders. In some of these Bible studies, we try and explore specific books of the Bible. Other times we try and explore issues that are going on, such as issues of social justice.
Along with that, we also will do during the week one-on-one meetings with students. We'll also have small groups that might be a men's group, women's groups, accountability groups that meet at the week during other times and other places throughout the week.
I think some of the things we do here at the campus house is we challenge students to be leaders in ministry. So like with our Bible studies, each Bible study has 2 student leaders who help to lead the Bible studies each week. It's mostly through service opportunities and then also really deep study of the Bible and challenge through accountability groups, discipleship groups, that kind of thing that really strengthens the faith of students that come in.
The biggest thing Campus House has done for me is it's given me real examples of godly men who I want to follow. It's offered me this opportunity to know people who are older than me and who have struggled through the same things I've struggled with and who worship the same God that I worship. And it's given me that connection that I might not otherwise have seen and that example that I don't know if I even believed in before I came here.
Men need community, and it's been really cool to see that slowly just kind of grab hold of other men. And we sometimes just do something as simple as watching a movie, or we'll play a game where they can gather with a staff member and really discuss what's going on in their life and discuss who it is that they want to be and who they feel God is leading them to be as a man.
I think it's important to have a women's ministry because women need other women who are Christians to challenge and encourage each other. Basically, our goal is to create fellowship opportunities and friendships among the women here, challenge them and encourage them, and then also to reach out to women on campus in different ways.
We do a lot of different things. We've painted pottery. We also go shopping, but we don't go shopping for ourselves. We went shopping for Operation Christmas Child. We made shoe boxes for little kids.
We have accountability groups and fellowship events, and then we also have times where we do Bible study and pray for each other and that kind of thing.
Our international ministry is based very much around welcoming international students to Ball State.
A lot of them are not Christians. They come from places all over the world, some places where a missionary could never go into.
It's about giving them a taste of what Christianity is.
Our international dinners are on the first 3 Fridays of each month, and they are for international students and American students to just provide a place that's like home for all of the students. It provides great opportunities for fellowship and opportunities to share Jesus and be Jesus to the international students.
The dinners are fun because I've been able to be exposed to some different foods and different cultures as we've had presentations done. And I've also enjoyed going on the trips because it allows for me to have time to drive students maybe that I never would have met.
One of the things that's important for students to do is to get involved in a ministry like the Campus House, particularly for Christians. And there are a number of ways that students can get involved. They can get involved just as a participant in a Bible study. They can participate in Sunday morning worship service.
We really try and allow them to work with their schedule so that they can come to what they want to, but they don't feel like they need to come to everything.
We have service events, we have a leadership team, we have Wednesday night Bible studies, and the list goes on.
We have tons of different ministries, from praise band to passing out hot chocolate to passing out hot dogs to prayer meetings. It's really just a matter of finding something you're passionate about and jumping in.
Students can get involved in the campus house really just by asking. I think the best thing you can do is just get involved in something besides Sunday morning, especially Bible studies. So I think you got to start somewhere, and you got to find a small group, and from there the possibilities are endless.